Hi, welcome back to another video. Please like and subscribe. You know it helps the channel a lot, it helps us promote it. Anyway, let's kick into this video as we're turning to this nice little side turning, and what we see up the road is well, a scratch ahead at the moment really. We've got two parents pushing their buggies in the road. Now there they are. Why they're there I have no idea at all, since there's a path on the left, and she seems to be okay with it, and she doesn't actually have a pram, and nor do they, though I don't expect them to push it on the grass, of course. But so we slow right down, we go really wide. I'm not sure that's a safe thing to do, and I don't even know why they're pushing it on the road at all. Is that a thing now? Not entirely sure. Let's have a look from the back, and as we pass them, as you can quite see there, they've got their backpacks on and everything. They're quite happy on the road pushing the bugsy. Is it easier than the path? I don't know. Is the risk higher? Most definitely, certainly if they're coming up to a junction, and they don't look like they're going to go on the path at all. Anyway, very strange indeed. Pupil awareness required here. A little bit of driver intimidation, I think, unnecessary, but we always have to be on the ball with it. Coming up to traffic lights, and as you can see, left lane left only, right lane right only, so that's pretty simple. So we get into the right lane, we're indicating to go right, nice bit of distance from the car in front, and while that's going on, have a little look behind what's going on with this black car as it gets closer. Got the L syndrome, doesn't want to be behind us, goes over to the left lane, it's not planning, finds it, as you saw from the front camera, he's indicating there to come back over, because he realised that's a left only lane. Sure not why he's indicating. The car behind him is far enough back, and it wasn't much help to us. He does back off a bit there, probably realising what he's done. It really is unnecessary. Now as we look to the forward camera, I'm going to just speed up a wee bit here because we're just waiting for the lights to change. Now as we move into the road, we're turning right. Now it's quite a wide road. Now we know what's going on behind, you've seen it, so we kind of feel what's coming. It's treated as a two-lane road, so I'll tell my people to keep hard over to the left and let this person pass, and without any further invitation, he does just that and guns it down the road, breaks the speed limit. He's followed by another car that fancies doing the same thing, even though we've got up to speed. And if you actually look at the rear camera where this is concerned, when we're actually at the lights, and again what I'll do, I'll just briefly speed it up just so we can get through the lights. You'll see that when we move off, you saw us get over to the left hand side. Watch how close he gets. Again, intimidation. So it's just as well we got over to the left. Learners shouldn't have to put up with this, but anyway, he gets to the right, gets a bit of clear air, and then just guns it, as you saw that silver car do the same thing. But if you look at the rest of the cars, they don't seem to have a problem with the speed limit. It's always a select few. Everybody else can keep within the limits, of course. Bit of timing here. This car coming up behind us overtakes us where I feel he certainly shouldn't have done, because we're doing the appropriate speed limit. You can see the intention straight away, but look at the moment they pass. Absolutely ridiculous. Now having said that, let's have a little look at the front camera as we go around it. Now we have to slow down there because of that van obviously turning right. Then we start to pick up speed and we get to 20. Now here's the thing about the timing. You can see the speed limit there. Now the road up front bends to the right. Here comes that blue car. Now you saw it from the rear, and they pass at completely the wrong time, and there they go. And at the same moment, that car is blocking their view to the right. Now who saw the kid there? Be honest, did you? He's probably looking at that car, but he didn't see that kid there. And if this would have been a couple of seconds slightly later, this could have been a different scenario. There's the kid coming out from behind that parked car. Okay, in this clip here, I had to include this. This is a bit of a smug moment for me, actually. When you're teaching a pupil and then something clicks together and they actually do something really nice without me having to say anything at all, it kind of brings a smile to my face. And what's happening here is we're coming down to a roundabout, and on approach, my pupil, I feel, reads the junction, the roundabout, and a side turn very, very well indeed. Now, as we're coming down now, you can see the car in front, that's got a green P on it. So the person's basically just passed. So the irony to this. And as you can see, they're blocking a junction to the left. Now, the key thing here was my pupil decided to slow down to such a point that they held back. Look how far they held back, because they saw that van indicating right and anticipating that that car in front was going to reverse back, or needed to, so they could let the van go. And they left the space for it, and then the van could go. I just thought that was really nice. Okay, in this clip here, there's a couple of things going on here. A bit further up, anybody that knows this area, the road we're about to turn into is actually now a one-way road. You can only come up that road now. You can no longer turn into it from here. You can only go through the park, because it's notoriously bad and narrow, and it gets very congested, certainly around rush hour. And the powers that be have decided not to have it as a two-way. Anyway, it was at this time. And what we're looking at is his van coming up the road with intimidation to this cyclist. So we're slowing down to let this cycle clear this white car on the right. But look at the speed of that van right up the back of that cycle. Very, very close. Very poor driving there indeed. And then if you look at the back here, just as the cycle passes, the van so impatiently has to overtake, look, even before they've cleared us, to go around the cycle as they're coming up to the turn. And the turning right, so is the cycle turning right. I'm going to give you a little zoom in here, and look, there's a blind spot of the van there as it's turning right. No patience for that cycle whatsoever. Anyway, let's move on. As my pupil was driving down the road, cars are coming the other way. No one's got priority here, so big gap on the left. So the right thing to do, in my opinion, is we pinch in and we just wait our moment, wait our time. No rush at all, no conflict with other vehicles. So there's 3 more to come. So we're checking to see what's going on behind us as well. And then once this one is gone, we're going to move. And I think there's a nice little touch at the end of this sequence, which I think my pupil does very well on indeed. As we get down to the junction here, to the mini roundabout, there's someone, a woman with a pram, looking to cross. We can see them coming, and what my pupil actually does here, I think is quite smart. She's waiting and she's looking. We slow down, we slightly block them 2 cars being able to move till she's cleared the road, because that silver car, that second car there, could have gone just holding everything static just for a couple of seconds, and I think that was quite good, and keeping safety in mind. Now this will look all familiar. We're coming up to entering a dual carriageway. We get over to the left lane, and what does everybody else do? They stay in the right hand lane. Now we are doing 30, so technically they shouldn't be passing us, but they do. And there is a traffic cam a bit further up the road. So there you go, front camera in the left lane. We're doing 30, we're keeping up the speed limit, and yet people stick to the right hand lane. And the weird thing is, on this particular clip, is that car now passing us doesn't actually want that lane. They don't want to be there at all, because they're going where we're going. So there's the camera ahead, so he brakes for the camera because he knows he's going too quick. And then as he gets further up the road here, and there's a bit of a queue of cars looking to turn right, how late does this car leave it? Last moment. Ooh, and pulls out with an indication, just as well we hadn't caught them up. And then carries on going. Again, someone not planning ahead, not looking further than the bonnet of their vehicle. But nevertheless, look, still sticking to that right hand lane. So they go down the road while they're passing nobody at all. Okay, this is becoming more familiar. As we're approaching a mini roundabout, we're looking to take the 3rd exit right, indicating on approach. And as we're going around, I like the way the taxi lets that car go. We're on the roundabout going around, but this car here has no intentions of letting us go whatsoever. Pulls right in front of us, and the other thing is, did you even see that person there? I very much doubt it. Too intent on getting past the learner, of course, than paying attention to the rules of the road or the safety of the people and pedestrians that are also using it to cross. All coming too common, this indeed, too common. And this clip here, this is not common enough. I've put this in because every now and again someone really does the learner a solid, and I have utmost respect for people that drive appropriately and help learners out. Now, as you can see, we're approaching vehicles blocking our side of the road. We've got a little sort of mini roundabout or a roundabout of some nature ahead, and you see that car coming around. Now, we could pull over to the left here, and we intended to do so, but look how they stopped really, really early for us. And for anybody who says it, yes, a BMW, no doubt. So, you know, don't always chastise them all the time. There are some good drivers out there, and that was a good one. Very courteous indeed, and I have respect for people like that help us out, although we would have moved over if required. Okay, finally in this clip here, not a very nice day, wet out there, and we're looking at a car that really doesn't give us any room at all. They're going too quick, they're ill placed in the road, and it's not very kind to a learner at all. Here comes the car, and look how much room they've got there. Lots of room, just as well we've got enough, and look how close they are when they actually come past us. Not very helpful at all whatsoever. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I do very much appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Watch out for those learners out there. Have a bit of empathy, drive safely, and I will see you on the next. Bye bye for now.